Before this video starts, make sure to check out Gyarados' time trial contest. I'll have the results, the top five from the last one, linked below. The current one is on Wario Stadium, so go check out, go watch that video. He gives a little details about the Wario Stadium, and then go check out his Gyarados' Discord for the Wario Stadium rules and his video explaining that one. So, yeah, enjoy the video. Hello, this is my recap and a little bit of strategy and insight into my Cheep Falls run I did for Gyarados' time trial contest. So, go check out his video. I'll link it in the description. But basically, it was a special time trial contest where you had certain rules you had to follow to beat the track and complete it as fast as possible. And so this was the first contest he's done. This is the first contest of this kind in Mario Kart World. Um, and the rules for this time were uh, Cheep Falls, 3 laps, no items, and you had to do 9 shortcuts. So I'm gonna play my video and talk about some of the strategies. And after we watch this run, I'm gonna do a deeper dive into some of the strategies and what and also include how to replicate some of these strategies and a little secret maybe feature strategy that gets used here at Cheep Falls. So let's start the run and I'll run some commentary over this. So I was on the Cheep Real Racer combo. Um, I'll talk about that a little later, but this is very similar to the world record combo. Just we trade out road speed for water speed. So Cheep is Nabbit, but for the water. So that first cut, the corner cut, you've probably seen it. If you get on the rail, it's faster. Really hard to get on the rail. So in this run, I first lap did not get on the rail. Okay, so this is my special strategy. I'm gonna call that the rock smash. You trick off the rock and run into the wall there. You time a hop right before you hit the wall, and then you get do that cut. And then that was the ending cut. I'll talk more about that next lap. But the rock smash cut, as we do the first cut again, where I fail miserably, a lot slower than my ghost. The rock smash cut, yeah, you just have to trick off the rock, get a trick and the little speed boost, the trick boost, and we'll see it here. But you have to angle your car a little bit and jump right before hitting the wall. You gain a ton of height and get a really good angle to drift on the grass and kind of exit. Final cut on lap 2. Pretty good overall, but you don't really want to get that trick off the second pole. First cut lap 3. I actually land on the rail. That was perfect. No, not perfect, but about as good as you can do. Also, Gyarados commented I had 16 coins. Um, I didn't necessarily go out of my way for coins. This is probably on the higher end of coins I've ever collected while I was attempting this. You don't, especially Mario Kart World in general, you don't need to go out of your way for coins. It just happened with my Rock Smash strategy. You kind of take a different line that allows you to collect 2 extra coins, and then, yeah, just some of the other driving caused me to get some coins. So, yeah, overall, it was a pretty good run. We saw the time was 2 minutes, 12 seconds, 0.705. So a pretty good run considering I had a modified strategy, and I didn't even talk about where my strategy was lacking. So I'll just cover lap one again to talk about my strategy a bit more. Um, so I guess there's a starting strat right off the start here that the world record does. I think it's like a hop, um, to kind of get over that gap on the stairs a little faster. Then into this cut, you're supposed to get an orange mini turbo. I could not get a orange mini turbo reliably at all, so I stuck with the blue mini turbo. I opted, like, all of my strategies were for consistency because I'm very inconsistent, and that's why I discovered the rock smash. Um, it it was so much more consistent than the traditional cut. I'll have the world record linked. Um, and you can see how they do the cut. They do a charge jump. Um, they go to the left of this little waterfall and do a charge jump and get on the top. That's a lot more difficult than this rock smash. Um, so yeah, I opted for my own strategy to up the consistency, and then we're gonna watch this last cut one more time. Um, yeah, we'll watch it uh, from exiting that shortcut. So I started my charge jump way early up on the waterfall, and then carried it down. That was also a consistency consideration because, again, if you look at the world record and the top runs in Gyarados' video, um, you can do the charge jump after landing in the water. It's kind of a difficult timing. I never even really tried to do it. Um, yeah, I think how it works is you go in the water, you come out of the water a little bit, you can start a charge jump while you're out of the water. You land back in the water, and then it charges in time to jump into the pool there and do your tricks. So yeah, that's the basis of my strategy. We just saw lap 2 here where um, I went wide, getting the trick off that second pole, and I had to go off the wall. That's not terribly slow. Um, you, if you're going for this last cut, if you're going for this last cut, you just have to know what can happen. Have some contingency plans. Most of the time, you won't get a trick off that pole, but if you do, you want to do as exactly as I did, where you trick off the edge of the water, and then you get on the wall, and then you wait till you fly off the wall to trick in the air. That is the fastest way to do that if you end up tricking off that second pole. So that's kind of the breakdown of my run and all my thought processes going into going into this run, and um, yeah, my strategies not the fastest but very consistent. Um, and yeah, so sometimes if you can be consistent and decently fast, you'll be like me and take third place in the time trial contest. Um, so yeah, that's kind of the breakdown. Um, Now I am going to explain how to do the rock smash shortcut. Here's a bit of extra context for why I really wanted to make this video. Is I was watching Troy react to the world records for Mario Kart World, and he mentioned how the um, charge jump shortcut at Cheep Falls was difficult, and he didn't feel like he could do it online. So I wanted to show my rock smash strategy as an alternative, and I think it'll be online viable. It's not terribly difficult. You don't. It might not be worth going for every lap, depending on where the other racers are, but I think it. I think it'll be consistent enough where people will do it online. So yeah, I wanted to make this video and kind of show it off. So yeah, here's my breakdown of how you can do it. Okay, so here's the my rock smash shortcut in a bit of slow motion so you can see exactly what happens here. Trick off the rock, collect the coin, turn slightly right, and hop right at the rock. So I'll play it again one more time in slow motion. I'll have inputs over it to show you. So we're gonna slow it down even more. Okay, slow motion. I'll walk you through exactly what happens here on the Rock Smash shortcut on lap 2. So we're going to trick off the rock. We're going to steer to the left, turn back right, hop right before we hit the wall, and then get a clean, smooth drift around the off-road. And that's how you do it. Okay, and last thing here that I found on Cheep Falls. This is a shortcut that we might see in the future. Um, so yeah, I'll just show it off. So you do charge, and then you jump onto this wall, and if you land it right, get the right tricks, you can trick off the pole. So we're gonna replay it. Okay. So do a charge jump and release it right at the corner. Like this is very difficult to get like even a decent alignment where you'll come off the wall and be able to reach that pole. It's like if this ends up being possible to and it's fast, if this is like fast, um uh yeah, I don't know. If the, if it is possible and if it is fast, it's going to be insanely hard to pull off. Um, so yeah, one more time. You have to release at a good spot, and then you trick off the pole, and like in this example, even you kind of go flying and run into that pole, and um, yeah, like you could probably ride that wall and get a better ending, but it might be faster, but it'd be really difficult. Plus, if that shortcut even was good enough to use in time trials, where would the mushroom be used in Sheep Falls? So yeah, it's kind of a weird shortcut. I honestly don't think it will ever be used. Maybe in Shroomless, but yeah, that's technically a shortcut you can do on Cheep Falls. Um, yeah, so thanks for watching.